Two is actually been going up to the camera.
Not seen.
Can I make a start, please? This is. We have 3 members of the public who would like to say something to us. I'm going to do it in no particular order other than ladies first and by alphabetical. So Anita, is that all right?
Yeah. Rosemary and Anita.
So do Anita first, or
No, we're together. We're a joint team.
It's a combined.
I'm support, technical support if you want to ask any technical questions.
Oh, that sounds good.
We don't do technical.
I
can't spell it.
Shall I stand up or what shall I do?
Up to you.
Yeah.
All I would just say before you start.
I'm being videoed. My back view is better than my front.
Your voice will be recorded for posterity on YouTube.
Yes, we'll be up there.
Posterity.
Really? Is that allowed?
No bad language.
Unfortunately, we have to do it under the whatever act it is.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me come and speak to you. I understand that you might support small grants for community projects, and I've written a letter, and I don't know whether you've got a copy of this or shall I read it out?
I'll show it this afternoon, obviously, and so.
Yes,
well,
so very short notice.
Elaborate on
Very
it.
short notice.
Yeah.
I'm a member of a group in the village that actually makes banners for the church, and this is an example of banners, just to say that I've been involved with projects. But this banner group has suggested that for November, which is the anniversary of the end of the First World War, it would be nice to make some ceramic poppies. And I've had outline indication that these could be placed for the period of time behind the War Memorial. Now, my accomplice here, Anita, is the ceramicist who would help guide a project. And we were proposing to make initially 32 poppies of this size. So this is a third of the size of what we propose to do. And to make 32 poppies costs £250. So we were wondering if there was likely to be any assistance in helping us get this project off the ground. I mean, the proposal is that perhaps if they need to be sold afterwards or auctioned afterwards, then money could go to the British Legion. But that would be the way we'd like to operate.
Could you just confirm why 32?
32.
Yep. I've made one. Sorry, we'll start at the beginning. Clay comes in bags that are 12.5 kilos. I made one and weighed it before it's even dried out or fired to work out how many you would get out of one bag of clay, and it's 32.
I was just conscious it would be quite nice if we had one for each of the names on the memorial. I'm not sure whether that's...
There's about 28 names on the memorial.
32 canvassing.
So 32 would it be appropriate?
Well, yes, I can't.
I mean, we might quite like to make more, because I'd like to involve other little community societies in the village, and I've got contact with the school. I would even like to encourage some school children to make poppies. So I'd hope over the next few months we'd have some more working parties working towards Brent Knoll's little field of poppies.
Similar to the tower.
I would assume that you will devise a suitable announcement in the BKN to say what you're doing and to invite donations.
We could do
I
that
think
as well.
we could, I do.
Yes, we can do that as well.
Because this, I think it's coming.
I mean, if we weren't getting if we didn't get any support, then I would ask people to help sponsor a poppy. But you know, we have to buy a bag.
Well,
And the glazes, which are very expensive, just to get the whole...
No, I think it's absolutely fine. I would be absolutely favourable. It's just that I think the BKN, and we have our editor here, but it's an avenue which...
This is what we're doing for the church.
Can we...
What about security? Because I can see them going
Well,
about.
that's why I think they'd probably be there for a short while, and then we'd have to find either a new home for them, which was a bit safer, or auction them off. And I say that's where I think the money could then go to the British Legion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
And all I will say is, we will, because it's not on our agenda tonight,
Yes.
because anything we discuss has to go on agenda which is pre-circulated to anybody
No, I
that
fully
wants to come.
understand that.
So we will add it to our agenda for next meeting, and it's there, we will take serious consideration.
Thank you. So how does that fit in with the BKN deadline?
Oh.
Would it be for the
I'll
following month?
I
Probably.
mean, you could put it in random news
Doesn't
in
matter.
Now.
advance of the decision of the parish
Yes,
council,
I could do.
but you couldn't announce obviously that.
No, no. Thank you very much for your time.
Could
Thank
they
you.
be placed inside the church until the actual day,
I'm sure,
then put out on the day?
I'm sure they could.
Yeah.
And I thought another place for them afterwards is possibly the school garden, but I haven't explored that in any detail. Thank you.
George, you'd like to say a few words?
Yes, two items. One is affordable homes. I hope the council take note of how many affordable homes are being proposed to be built, so that we don't end up with more affordable homes than is wanted by the villagers and the representatives of the villagers. I.e., I don't want 12 built, but only 8 to be for Brent Knoll. But so that's one thing. I did some research on South Brent Close, and the original planning permission given there was for 12 houses and 4 bungalows. Now I think Brent Knoll could do with some bungalows really, but instead of 12 houses and 4 bungalows, we ended up with 21 houses crammed in the same site. So again, although a planning application may go through shortly, they are susceptible to change before it's actually built. So that's affordable homes. Second item, I see on the agenda, and I don't know for certain that it's what I'm going to talk about, but the one-way system. Now, if this is the one from Ivy-clad Hall up around by the church down to the school, I've always understood that we've known it as an unofficial one-way system. I wouldn't like it to be made a permanent one-way system, because you'll force all the traffic, including that coming down Hill Lane, to come out through opposite the school. And as you know, that road opposite the school, you've got no visibility at all from your right-hand side. As it is now, traffic can, if they want to, come back down to Ivy-clad Hall. And I know, again, you're coming out onto a Z-bend there, but the visibility from the right-hand side is immaculate. You can see straight down Brent Street. Cars tend to slow up through the bend, so you're not too bad there. But as I say, the little road which used to be Pan Street, that comes down to the school, you've got no visibility because of the hedge. Thank you.
Thank you, George. Your points are noted. Right, we'll now move on to our meeting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Right, I guess we have no apologies for absence.
No apologies, everybody's here.
Any declarations of pecuniary interest of personal or beneficial? David.
Yeah. Well, payment to JP Mayo.
Right. Colin?
Item 9, N, one-way system in Church Lane.
That's a personal matter.
Yes.
Chairman, it's my normal declaration in terms of the representation on Sedgemoor and county personal interest.
The charity application for World Child charity, I was just a messenger, but I do voluntary work for them sometimes.
So you're a trustee or you're a volunteer? You're a volunteer, basically.
Volunteer, I do their Father Christmas.
Full-time job, is it?
Very good for you.
Full-time job, is that?
Cheers to December.
But on the other hand, you don't gain anything, any financial benefit from the charity.
Gains pleasure.
It's a bit like the trustees of Parish Hall in a way, isn't it? Because I suppose in a way that's the same thing as that you don't benefit from any decisions that are taken.
No.
Nor do you, Malcolm, really.
No, I'm not involved in the running of
No,
the...
and you're not involved in the financial side of it, so I wouldn't worry.
All right.
Right, moving on. Has anybody got any objections to the last minutes, or can we take them as an accurate representation?
Minutes of the meeting held 7th of February,
All those in favour?
pre-circulated, all okay?
Beautifully typed.
Oh,
Good. Right, thank you. Right, moving on to item 4, and it's a very simple proposal at this stage, and I'm looking for a vote at the end of my statement, one way or the other, and that is to consider a suspension of Standing Order 7A to allow a previously agreed matter on item 9A of this agenda to be reconsidered. So can I have a vote of all those in favour to suspend?
just be on that one item.
So can I have a vote that says
Can
we
I
don't
propose-
suspend?
Can I propose a second, basically?
What's the item?
Pardon? The item that we're doing at the kiosk.
Kiosk,
Placement kiosk.
thank you.
May I ask before you say that, why we're suspending
Because somebody wants to discuss an alternative to what was proposed, and if we do that, we are revisiting an item that we agreed what we were going to do with it.
That's right. We can't revisit.
We agreed that we would do something with the telephone box, and somebody now wants to change that view, possibly,
What wants us to consider?
or consider an alternative.
it? And where is it on there?
It's 9A on the agenda. Matters of consideration, A, to consider and agree
Okay.
any change to the previously decided action for future use of
But
telephone
because
box
we've reached a decision, we made a decision on what we were going to do with it
in December.
in December. Our standing order says we can't revisit within 6 months unless we suspend it.
We've already agreed.
This is our point.
So we have to suspend it if we want to do,
If we want to revisit
reopen the matter. So it's a question you have to decide as a council whether you're happy to
To
suspend that standing order.
We're very happy with our original.
So can I have a show of hands for those who would not wish to suspend?
Would want.
Another way.
Easy. Can-
Is
Is it easy?
What you really want is a proposer to suspend,
Yes. Can we have
and we've got a proposer to suspend the standing order. Proposer and a seconder we need. Is anybody going to propose and second?
Well, Peter, it's a difficult one, this is, because I think you need to hear some of the concerns that were expressed in an email that we all received from John. I think we just need to, whether we want to revisit it, I think we probably should discuss it. But it is a difficult one.
You just need a majority of people around this table.
All I would say is that I have some doubts about the original suggestion, having thought about it. There are, as always, there are many ways of killing a cat. And I think it needs to be discussed properly so that we know exactly where we are and don't get ourselves dragged into something which we're not clear about, e.g. a toilet block. I know it's slightly different. All I would say is that it would be suspended. I'm not going to push it, say that we've got to do what I have suggested. And you all know what I've suggested because you've had an email. I would suggest that it's suspended so at least it can be discussed, and then we can make a decision not to do anything about it. I don't see what the problem is.
No, I do. I think we should, because we offered it to the school, give them a chance to get on and do something before we...
No, we didn't offer it to the school.
No, the school are not going to run it. That's the whole point.
Well, my only suggestion is that if you feel strongly that it should be suspended so you can open up the discussion, then I think that's what you need to vote for. If you feel that it's better left as it is, then you vote against it, obviously.
As an alternative then, because I've listened to the arguments and that's why we've been advised that it should be dealt with that way. Can we have a discussion about it then, rather than suspend this rule, just have a discussion about it under that item, because then it may lead us to, at our next meeting, to reconsider it. It's just that there were some very sensible things pointed out, and well, I don't mind. But
We've had these issues before on standing orders where we've had to consider suspension.
no, he sent you an email.
And that's the whole idea of standing orders, that we adopt a standing order protocol.
Sorry?
Everybody's had an email. You have to.
I know.
Can we just go?
Can we just discuss it? It's not really.
Well, we'll come out of it.
And Chairman, I think from my own point of view, I may well not change my mind in terms of what the issue is at the end, but concerns have obviously been raised about whether or not the situation is going to work, or whether what we thought was the situation actually is the situation. I have no problem in discussing it again. All I would say is that doesn't mean I'm going to change my mind in terms of my decision at the end.
To ensure that we maintain a legal
Yeah.
position, if challenged, to enable that process to happen, we first have to suspend the standing order. And that's all we're asking.
I'm suggesting that we don't, and that we discuss it tonight, and then if our discussion leads us down the track, then the next meeting we put it.
But to do that,
Problem is that
Can we not
comment on
discuss
that,
it?
if we discuss it, then we've broken our standing order. We
Okay.
have to suspend the standing order to discuss it.
I'll make a proposal that we
Suspend.
suspend
Okay.
standing.
Seconded? All those in favour? Thank you. Malcolm, would you be kind enough
That's the majority, that's not all it
to
wasn't
tweak
everybody,
that
was it?
first down
Majority.
down? Thank you. That is what.
Out the doors.
Oh, right, okay.
We have no planning matters.
No planning matters at all.
So,
Say the least.
footpaths, Peter, anything exciting?
Not really. The only thing I had the butterfly man on to me this morning about the work that was taking place